Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to guide you through doing the achievement A Sound Plan, which is the first achievement that you can work on in the BFA storyline for the 3 zones at a lower level. Hopefully this video will help you. If it does, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, so once you're in the Harbor Master of BFA and you've completed the introductory, you'll have this map here, scouting map. So we're going to click on that, and we're going to click Tiragarde Sound, accept, and then we talk to Talia. We're going to have to wait a little bit of time for some RP. After a moment, you'll be able to pick up the quest from Flynn. And we need to press that extra button to shoot the water barrel. Turn that in. Pick up the quest from Cyrus, in which case we're going to walk out of here and make our way over to the ferry. So we'll walk over this way, and we're gonna have to go through the water. I mean, you can walk around, but it's quicker just to do this. Okay, then we talk to him, and we're going to take the ferry to East Point Station. Once we land, we're going to make our way up the hill to this location, talk to Cagney. We're going to pick up the quests Small Haulers, Labor Dispute, and Suspicious Shipments. Alright, next you'll want to make your way over here to find this posted notice. We're going to pick up the quest, A Message from Management. And this is also right where the quest area is, where we're going to have to do quite a few things here. So these workers, we need to go up to them and chat with them. We also need to kill the watchmen or any guards. We'll also need to locate these packages and click on them. We also need to make our way, let me make this bigger, our way over here into this house to fight Taskmaster Williams. We need to defeat him and loot him. Alright, we then need to make our way over here. Look for a Forge Master Farthling. We need to defeat him. Oh, I got a bunch of people on me. And loot him. Right, once you've completed all that, we need to make our way back down here. Turn in the quest to Cagney and Flynn. Then we're going to, well, select whichever item you want. From there, we're going to pick up the quest from Flynn to speak with him in Bridgeport, which we need to make our way down here. Right, once here, go ahead and talk to Flynn. And now it gives us the quest to sample the goods. So we're going to come down here. Like so. We will click on this. Say, take the notes. Then we want to come over around this way. Click on this bag here. Loot that. And then we go back to Finn. Once at Finn, we'll turn in the quest, pick up the quest, stow and go. So we'll click on him and say, let's go. From there, we're going to run over to that ship. I do recommend getting the Flight Master, but then yeah, just run over to this ship here. And we then need to click up here into this barrel course, we get the fishy one and he gets the empty one. Right after a little bit of story and video, we're then left in the middle of the water here. We're gonna run over to Beach Comer, I guess. Pick up the quests Ward and Alert and the Castaways. We're then going to head over here. From here, we'll talk to Stabby Jane, turn that in. We then want to pick up the quests from her and from Hungry Sam. Okay, so here it gets a little bit tricky. We're actually going to start working on two different aspects. So I'm going to start with the Castaway and cutouts. So for that, we're going to focus on the quest Local Flavor, Silencing the Sisters, and My Favorite Things. We do have this quest Lord and Alert, but we'll talk about that later. So for My Favorite Things, we need to come here, talk to the innkeeper. We then need to talk to Hungry Sam. And then we need to come over here and we're going to talk to the repair guy, Handy Bill. We're going to ask them basically what his favorite thing was that was lost. Go ahead and pick up the Flight Master. And then we need to make our way down here. I'm just going to fall. Right, and then we want to come here on the map. And we want to talk to Captain Kilson. Pick up the quest Blood in the Tides. Alright, so what we need to do now is we need to kill the sirens. These other guys are gonna attack you too, but you don't really have to worry about them. Once the siren's done, they'll be dead. Then we also need to kill these tide lurkers, and we need to loot them for their juicy lurker tail. Of course, not 100%. You also want to look for these circles on the map to loot the favorite things. So there's one right there. Okay, the next item will be this tin robot, which is located here. And then the third item is going to be up here, which is a steel lunchbox. Then once we're here, we go ahead and click on the steel lunchbox and loot that. We then want to make our way to this cave, which is located on the map here, so that we can defeat Penelope. And there's also another one that'll spawn in here, and that is this Nulp here. So I just gotta defeat both of them. Alright, once we have all that done, we're gonna make our way back to the Captain Kilson here. We're going to turn that in, and then we're going to make our way back up here, or down, depending on how you want to look at it. Okay, once here, we're going to talk to Hungry Sam, turn that in. Then we're going to turn in all the quests to Stabby Jane. Okay, and so next up, we're going to ask Stabby if she's seen Flynn. She says she hasn't, or maybe she has, but we're gonna run down here. Alright, once we've made it here on the map, our quest will update and we have to defeat Lugie Lady. So we'll defeat the Lugie Lady. After you defeat her, Finn will then run away because we defeated the love of his life. We need to make our way to the next quest indicator. Once we make it here on the map, we'll see Flynn kind of knocked out. We're going to talk to him, and from this point we basically have to follow him. He's going to take us crazy places. we'll go ahead and help him up. But he's going to take us to crazy places. This journey is going to be long because he's super confused. So it'll take a little bit, but essentially just keep following him. Alright, once you've made it to this point after following him for a while, go ahead and turn the quest into him. And then we're going to click on the spyglass. We'll go through the little video, turn the quest into Flynn, and pick up 2 new quests from him. Oh, he's double talking. So we're gonna make our way down here. We need to defeat the trick shots. And we need to loot the trick shots for their horns. We also need to come down here and kill the cutthroats to loot their cutlasses. Alright, we then need to make our way up here on the map, and we need to kill this dockmaster to loot his key. Once we have his key, we need to make our way over to this chest here, unlock it. We need to loot these records. Okay, once we've done that, we're then going to make our way here on the map by going out this way, up this road, and down. Once we've made it over here, we're going to find Flynn. We need to turn in these quests, pick whichever item, and then we're going to pick the Speak with Irontide Recruiter. But before we do that, we have to click that little button. Then we make our way to this guy right here. We're going to click on him and say we want to join the Irontide. So then we need to go over here, cross this bridge. Once you cross the bridge, we'll come into this house and we'll wait for him to do his little stuff. After the little bit of RP, we then talk to Flynn. We're going to pick up the quest from Venric. So we have the raise a glass. Just click on here. Get some ale. And wait for him to toast. We then click this icon right here. And then we can turn in that quest. Next, we need to go up here. And we need to talk to the flight master. And then we talk to him and click, can you send this letter? We're going to then go back down here. Talk to Flynn. Oh, my hat came off. Better put that back on. I'm going to talk to Flynn here. And then we get the quest, the big job. Talk to Venric and get recruiting efforts. For recruiting efforts, we just need to go around and locate these posters and tear them down. Alright, and for the big job, we need to get the orders from basically 3 different factions. So here you see we have these Blacktooth. So we're gonna attack the Blacktooth and then try to loot the orders from them. Once we have those, we need to find a different faction. So up here we have these Cutwater. So we're gonna kill them and hope for the orders. Once we have that, we need to find the third faction, the Bilge Rats, and kill them for their faction orders. Alright, once we have all of that, we're going to come back to Venric and we're going to turn in that quest. We're going to pick up the quest Fairwind's Friends. in which case we need to make our way over to the Ring of Booty. Once we've made it to the Ring of Booty, located here, we'll see that Flynn is captured, and we basically need to fight a few waves of things. Well, I take that back. First, after we defeat the first one, we have to talk to Finn. And now we'll get a few waves of enemies. Alright, once you're done with that, you need to make your way back up here to the Flight Master. We're going to not jump off like that. Instead, we're going to just talk to Talia here. Ooh, fancy. Turn that in. And then we'll click on her, and she will take us for a little ride. Alright, after you go for a ride, you'll get dropped off. We need to run here, talk to this refugee, which will then have us run over here, where we need to slay a few people. Basically, it's like a little mini event. People will start coming to the shore, like so, and then we just kill them as they land. Once we've killed all 3 of them, we are then going to make our way back up here, talk to the refugee again. Then he's going to give us a quest, a desperate defense, in which case we need to make our way over here. Once we've made our way there, we're going to talk to the lieutenant here. We're going to get the quest Air Raid and Farmers Who Fight. So what we need to do is come down here, and for the Farmers Who Fight, we need to click on them to recruit them. For the Air Raid, we need to kill these birds, or I guess the guy's mounted on the birds. Once you've completed both of those, we're going to come to the lieutenant here, turn in both, and then we need to come up this way and make our way to the quest circle up here. Need to then click on this cannon here, do a little clicky clicky, and then we just spam one until we kill 20 looters. Alright, once you have all 20 looters, we come back to the lieutenant. Pick whichever item you prefer. We're going to pick up the quests Ceasefire and for Kul Tiran, in which case we're going to make our way over here, and it's kind of down over to there. For Kul Tiran, we need to find these Marines, and we need to press this button here, which will inspire them. It does have a little bit of a cooldown. There's also a bonus objective, which is to just kill or defend. You don't have to do that, but it may be worth it, especially if you're leveling up. Okay, the other thing that we need to do here is locate these cannons, and we're going to click on them to destroy them, essentially. We need to do that to 4 of them. So just click on here, and yeah, just like that. Alright, once we have completed those, we're going to come back to the lieutenant and turn in those quests. Okay, so to continue on, we have to get the Righteous Retribution quest from Talia. However, she has a quest that you have to do first, which is to go to the trees over in this area and click the moss. Once you complete that, you can then come turn it in, and then you'll be able to get the quest Righteous Retribution. From there, we've got to go way down here. Alright, so once we make our way down here, we need to board the ship, and we need to come up here and click on one of these bombs. But first I'll have to kill these. And then we click on this right here. We get the bomb stolen. It's then going to tell us to get clear of the ship. So I'm gonna run over this way. Try to avoid those, which I can't. So we'll kill it. Once we're here in a circle, we'll have this icon. We just throw the bomb. And so now the quest will update, in which case we need to make our way over here. Okay, once we've made it over here, go ahead and click on this boat, and then we'll go for a short little ride over here. It'll give us this icon. We click. Then it's going to give us another ride to another boat. My bad, it actually takes you here, in which case you need to get on the Griffin, which will take you to another boat. So we've got to ignite 5 powder barrels. So we're gonna look for those glowing barrels and hit those. It'll fly us around. So if you miss one, no big deal. Okay, so now I've got all 5. It'll do a little video, bring us back here. And now we've got to run back here. Alright, once we're back here, we're going to talk to Talia. Turn in that quest. Click on the Griffin, and it's going to fly us over here. Alright, once we land, we'll talk to Talia. Then we've got to talk to some guards, so we'll look around here. So there was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once we've talked to all 4 guards, we talk to Talia again. When we get the quest to make our case, we're going to come over here and we'll watch a little bit of video. Then we're going to turn in the quest to Talia and pick up 2 more. First one, we've got to destroy these cannons, or not cannons, but barrels of smoke basically. And then the next one, we need to kill 6 of the combatants. Right after we get that, we then need to get onto this horse. We use 2 to speed up, and we need to watch for things in our way. Press 1 to jump it. If you don't jump it, like I just failed there, your horse will get slowed down. Alright, so after a moment of following her, she'll jump off the bridge, and then you'll be transported here through some RP. We'll then talk to Talia, and then we're going to talk to Catherine Proudmore, who wants us to speak to Gin Greymane. So we'll make our way over there. Alright, once we've made it back to the Dock Harbor Master's office, we're going to come down here and talk to Greymane. Pick whichever item we want. Alright, so after we turn in that quest, we need to make our way here on the map to this scroll and get the quest, the Norwington Festival, which is going to have us go this way. Alright, once we make it here, we're going to talk to Abby, turn that in, and then get the quest, a store hunt. Stoat hunt. Oops, we also need to pick up the quest here from Harold. That'll give us bolus and birds and an elemental or element of danger. Alright, so we need to make our way over to this area. We've got to look for a couple things. The first thing is when you see these foxes, follow them and they'll go to this glowing like mound hill. We click on that and then we need to kill these creatures. Don't need to kill the fox. And we want to loot them for their pelt. Okay, we also need to find these boars right here. We're going to kill them and try to loot their tusks. We also need to locate these falcons flying in the air. You just click on them and then click that, which will knock them down. And you don't really have to fight them. If you have multiples though, and you do that to one, the other ones will aggro you. Once you've completed all those, we're going to make our way back to the Abbey, and we're going to turn in these quests. Then we're going to pick up the quest here, which is to meet Melissa Kinney near Mistfall Cleft, which is up here. Alright, once you make your way up here, we're going to talk to Melissa Kinney. She's going to give us 2 quests, in which case we need to make our way this way. And in this area, we're also going to find this right here, Trap Soralisk. We click on that to get the quest Soralisk Escape. Okay, for the escape, we just need to find these Soralisks and click on the stone that's capturing them. We also need to click on this horse here. We'll pick up this quest, Stone Soup. Okay, so we are going to make our way up here. We'll need to click on these stones that we find and loot for them. Also, bag of horse treats, we're going to click on that. We need to make our way into this cave, where we've got to fight him to get the key. Once we have the key, we're going to come over here and click on this cage, turn in the quest to him, and then continue forward. Alright, and while we're here, we need to kill the Grimstone Bullies. We need to do that for the troublesome troglodytes. And we also need to find 3 of the throwers to kill them. We'll need to kill these chefs to try and loot the unidentifiable meat. We need to kill the Grimstone Handlers to try and loot the Soralisk scale. Perfect. Okay, we then need to make our way over here to loot this Stirring Bone. Alright, once we've gathered all that, we're going to come to this pot right here to turn it in. I've got to get rid of a piece of junk. Okay, we'll turn it in there. And then we need to make our way down here. Once we get back here, we turn in the quest to Melissa Kinney. Then she's going to give us the quest, the Lord's Behest, in which case we need to make our way down there. Right, once we've made it here, we're going to talk to Lord Alderus and get the quest Be Our Guest, in which case we need to go around and visit different locations. So we're here, we don't need to do that. Anyways, we made it there. Now we're going to follow to the next location over here and then double back this way. Alright, and once we've talked to all 4 people, we're then going to come back to Lord Aldous, and then we get the quest beginner equation. So we're going to come over here, mount on him, and then we need to come and press, is it 2? Yes. Press 2 on these, I guess they're knolls? These buckets of art? We'll just go with buckets of art. Okay, once we've done that, it's going to update. We need to click these zeppelins and press 3 on 2 of those. Then the quest will update once more, in which case we just have to jump fences. And you can repeat the same fence. Either way, it counts pretty easily. Once you've done all that, then we come back to Lord Alderaan, turn that in, and then we get the quest Equine Retrieval. And show me what you got, but show me what you got you do not need to do. I'm just going to abandon that here because I don't care. So next we need to make our way up there. Once we're up here, we're going to mount Rose. We'll get a little bit of a video, and then we need to come down here. And then we can turn in this quest here. We'll pick up No Party like a Trog Party, and we'll pick up Mountain Sounds. So we'll get back on the horse. We're gonna come down here, and we need to kill 20 troglodytes. Fairly easy. And then around these, we need to press 4 to rally them. If it'll work. There we go. Something like that. Alright, once both of those are complete, we need to make our way back up here. Turn in a quest to Gora. Oh, that got jacked up. So now we have to wait for me to kill these guys. Then we turn in the quest to Lord Alderaan. Of course, pick up whichever item you want. Get a little bit of a video. And then we'll move on to the next. Alright, next up, you'll want to come and locate this poster board right here. And we want to click the left one to get the quest Help Wanted, which turns into Angel Point Wharf. We then need to make our way down here. Okay, and once we make it there, we are going to talk to Brother Thorold. He's going to give us the quest aiding the wharf, in which case we need to go into the water? No, maybe not. We talk to Hera. She gives us seaweed. The second item is right here. We click on that. And then we got to make our way up here for the third item, which is going to be the bundle of vellum. Not sure exactly how you say that, but it's this stack of papers right here, basically. So we'll get those. Then we go back to the brother, turn that back into him, and then we've got a few quests to pick up. We've got sharks in the water, a cure from the sea, and stinging barbs. So what we're gonna do now is jump in the water. We need to kill the sharks. Like so. Maybe. Okay. All we have to do is simply slay them. We also want to kill these stingrays. But for them, we need to loot them and try to get the intact venom. The other thing we need to look for is this seaweed. We just click on those and loot it. Alright, and once you have all of that completed, we make our way back here. Talk to Okri and the brother. Of course, pick whatever. And then we're going to pick up the quest Pulse of the Wharf and Algae Shakes. Which in this case, we need to come around to over here. I'm going to swim this part. And within here, we need to check 3 people. We need to click on those villagers. First person we're going to check on is here. Talk to him. The next one is going to be here. Talk to her. And then the last person will be right here. Talk to him. And now we just continue healing the villagers. After you talk to Aaron, he will gain aggro, I guess. That's how you would put it. And these worms will come out, you'll have to fight them. But then after that, then you just go back to curing villagers. After all that's done, going to make our way up here, where the brother is now situated. Turn in those quests, and then we get tainted shipments and evacuate the premises. So basically what we need to do here is click on these barrels. Of course, these worms will come out. We kill them. Yep, that won't work here. We also need to use this icon, but you can't use it while you're fighting. So, as I was saying, you'll click this icon here, which will make them evacuate. Alright, once you've gotten all the barrels and the people evacuated, we're going to make our way up here. Talk to the brother, turn in those quests, get the quest from the brother, and then get the quest from him. So now we need to make our way across here, and we can fight these guys on the boat. But basically, we've got to get 10 of the mine-addled enforcers. We also then need to fight these possessed dock workers, and as we fight them, these mine stealers will hop off, and we've got to kill them. Right, you want to make your way into this building here and talk to Manager Urold, in which case he'll give you a quest Enemies Within and Dangerous Cargo. For Enemy Within, we want to go out here and find Overseer Bates. We need to defeat him. We also need to find the infested cargo and burn it. So just look for those barrels or anything glowy like that. We then need to make our way up here and find Brother Conway. We need to defeat him. Alright, once we've completed all that, we then need to make our way back to the building here, and we're going to turn in the quest with the manager. Go with the boots. And then we need to continue out of here, make our way back up here. Alright, once back here, we're going to turn in a quest to Albie, turn in a quest to Brother Thorold, and then pick up the quest from Brannon. In which case we need to click on this rowboat here, and we'll go for a little rowboat trip. Right, once here, we want to run over here and talk to Brannon, turn that in, pick up his quest, pick up Albie's quest, and pick up Therold's quest. We also want to walk over to Rosalind and pick up her quest. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go down into the water. We need to kill these void-touched creatures. As well as these aberrations. Okay, and then we'll see these eggs. We need to just click on them and destroy them. I need to get a lot of those. So just as a follow-up for these creatures, the void touch creatures and all that, you actually only need that for a bonus quest, which isn't necessary, but of course up to you if you want to do it. We need to make our way over here to this like cave entrance. We'll follow through up here, and we need to basically clear out this whole area and click on that stone. Okay, next we need to make our way over here to this cave, and essentially we'll do the same thing. Go in there, kill everything, and click on the glowing object, which is that right there. Alright, and the next cave we need to go to is located over here. So we're going to swim into this, and in here we're going to also kill everything, because that's what we do. But this is specifically the location for the Director Deep Warden, which we specifically have to kill. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll click on the glowy object beneath. I think I should probably get out of that. How about we just stun you and heal ourselves? Alright, once we've completed all that, we're going to come and turn it all in. So then we're going to get the next quest, in which case we need to come over here. Yeah, over here. And click Let's Fly. And then we're going to go for a little bit of a ride. Once we land, we need to click on this. And we need to shoot this erupting darkness. If I can hit it. We gotta get 10 of those, basically. Okay, after you get 10 of those, you're gonna come over here and talk to the outrigger engineer. Tell him to fire. And we'll come over here and wait for it, wait for it. Oh wait, what are you doing? Come on. I think he's going. There we go. Now we need to come back over here and click on the griffin. Go for a little ride. Alright, once you land, you'll then come and talk to Brannon. Ooh, look at all these weapons. I don't know. I'll go with the trident. And congratulations, you now have the achievement, A Sound Plan. Hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, or if it was, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.